Here at Lush, we're working with Dame Vivienne Westwood to produce this, the Climate Revolution Knot Wrap. It's going to help reduce the landfill created by waste paper in the UK. Do you know that at Christmas, we use enough wrapping paper to wrap the world round 8 times over? This is luxurious gift wrap. You pass it on with your gift. It was sewn, printed and woven in the UK.
John Spencer Textiles is a family business. I'm the 6th generation of the family to join the business. It was initially started in the 1860s by my great-great-great-grandfather. We were asked by Lush to see if we could come up with the Climate Revolution fabric, a fabric that would be perfect for gift wrap and have a beautiful soft handle and lustrous finish. And what we came up with was a very fine cotton from organic fibre. The first thing we have to do is to make a warp. The warp is the yarn that runs down the length of a piece of fabric, and to make the warp we have to place 5,000 parallel threads onto a large bobbin called a weaver's beam. That weaver's beam will then be taken and put it into the back of the loom, and the job of the loom is to put one weft thread across the width of the warp, and that process of interlacing the 2 threads together at right angles is what we do and is called weaving. Once we've made the fabric, we inspect it, we mend it, and it's then sent off to the printers for printing. The fabric that we've made is normally found in top-end ladies' blouses. We've made this fabric one step better by making it 100% organic and made in the UK.
Standfast and Barrick's printers was started in 1923. As far as textile print works go, there are very few of us left. When the design is released into production, it goes into the studio first of all, where the design is scanned into a CAD system, and one of our design separation artists then proceeds to separate out and lift the layers of the different colours in the design. We have to be very, very careful to manage the cloth very carefully through our facility, given that it is an organic fabric and we don't want it to come into contact with any nasty processes or chemicals. We can produce up to 22 colours, but this particular project is quite unique in that we have to dry the first colour before we can apply the second colour. The first screen prints, thereafter the flatbed carries the cloth through 2 dryers onto the next stage, which is the printing of the blue Climate Revolution campaign writing and logo. This whole Lush project's been really exciting for all of us here at Standfast, mainly due to the fact that it's the first time we've really focused on doing a proper organic product for a customer.
Jamasi & Co has been going on for about 3 decades. Our portfolio of clients are high-end, very design-led. And then we've done something totally different, which is with Lush. This is a very different way of manufacturing for us, where it becomes more about efficiency in terms of from cutting to machining, all the way through to the process of pressing and packing. We have to lay the fabric up. The fabric has to be laid square on square, so this is a real meticulously committed job. You have to keep an eye on where the fabric is laying. If the fabric moves, you're going to have a square that's gone off, which is going to affect the size of the squares that we cut. Then it goes on to the make, so they're put into bundles and they're handed over to machinists. Their labels are all put on in the same place, so everybody's working in the same way. These have mitered corners, so basically everybody has to make sure that all the mitered corners are the same and they fold exactly nicely. People always ask me, is Britain ever going to compete in the mass manufacturing and stuff? And I just think that Britain doesn't need to compete in mass manufacturing, because we can't compete with China or Asia or some of Eastern Europe, in fact, in the mass scale manufacturing. What Britain is known for is high quality, highly skilled craftsmanship. We could have an amazing cottage industry spread all over the UK. I don't think it really takes very much, but it does take a collective and collaborative approach, and also government interest in this.